He stepped off the plane with nothing but a backpack, a few dollars, and a heart full of fear. He didn't know the language, he didn't know the rules, and he didn't know if this new place would accept him or swallow him whole. But he did know one thing: staying where he was would have destroyed him, and leaving was the only chance he had left to survive. This is the story of a man who came to a foreign land with zero money, zero support, and zero certainty, but refused to let that be the end of his story. They say starting over is brave, but the truth is, it's terrifying. Imagine being a man waking up in a country where nothing made sense, where his past achievements didn't count, and where his dreams felt too heavy to carry. That's where his journey began, in a small, crowded room he rented with what little he had, eating the cheapest food he could find, working any job that would keep him afloat. He watched others succeed while he struggled just to be seen, just to be understood. But every day he whispered the same promise to himself: I didn't come this far just to give up. And that promise is what kept him going, step by painful step, into the hardest and most beautiful transformation of his life. He arrived in America with nothing but a suitcase full of clothes, a few saved dollars, and a heart full of dreams he was almost too scared to believe in. The moment he stepped off the plane, everything he thought he knew about starting over changed. The language felt heavier than he expected, the city louder, and the loneliness deeper. But he kept moving because going back wasn't an option anymore. He took the first job he could find, washing dishes in a small diner, working late nights just to cover rent for a tiny room he shared with two strangers. Every night he would stand by the window, staring at the city lights, reminding himself he didn't come this far to quit. And yet the struggle was real, rejection after rejection, doubts from people back home, and the constant fear that maybe he made the biggest mistake of his life. But everything began to change the day he decided he wouldn't just survive. He would learn, grow, and rise. He spent his lunch breaks studying English, watched online tutorials after midnight, and practiced until the words felt like they were finally his. Slowly, opportunities he once felt unqualified for started appearing. He applied for better jobs that paid more than minimum wage. But with every opportunity came new challenges. People who underestimated him, employers who doubted him, and moments where he felt invisible because of his accent. Still, he kept going. He reminded himself that his accent wasn't a weakness. It was proof he was brave enough to start over in a place where nothing was familiar. Day by day, he built skills, saved money, and formed connections. And one simple moment, a manager who noticed his dedication, opened a door he had dreamed about since the beginning. That opportunity became the turning point of his life. He was offered a position far beyond dishwashing, a chance to learn operations, customer relations, and eventually management. For the first time, he felt seen. He worked harder than anyone because he wasn't just working for a paycheck, he was building a future. Within a year, he moved into his own apartment. Within 2, he sent money home to help his family. And within 3, he started a small business of his own, a store that welcomed immigrants, newcomers, and people who were once in the same place he had been, lost but determined. His success didn't erase his struggles. It honored them. Because he learned that starting from zero doesn't make you weak, it makes you unstoppable. His journey became a reminder that the immigrant experience isn't just about survival. It's about courage, faith, resilience, and the power to rebuild your life from nothing. He didn't win because life was easy. He didn't rise because the world welcomed him. He won because every time life slammed a door in his face, he knocked again. Every time he was told he didn't belong, he worked until his presence became impossible to ignore. Starting from zero didn't break him. It rebuilt him. It reshaped him into someone stronger, sharper, and unafraid to begin again. And that's the real message of his journey. You don't need perfect conditions. You don't need approval. You don't even need certainty. You only need courage. The courage to take one small step every single day, even when no one believes in you yet. His story is proof that your starting point doesn't define your ending. So whatever you're facing right now, Don't give up. Don't stop. The world may not see your potential yet, but one day they will.